Sometimes you have to step away from everything, disappear for a while, and then come back stronger than ever to shock the world. This message is for the athlete striving for greatness, the administrator leading with purpose, the nurse and doctor working tirelessly, the student pushing through challenges, the communicator spreading ideas, the pioneer and inventor creating the future, the entrepreneur taking risks, the preacher spreading wisdom, and for every single person who refuses to remain stagnant. I am speaking to those who understand that sometimes you have to embrace obscurity, because when you emerge from the dark room, all eyes will be on you. We live in a society consumed by busyness, overwhelmed by distractions, and drowned out by endless noise. And sometimes the only way to create real change is to step back, to vanish from the distractions, and to focus entirely on yourself. There comes a moment when you have to delete that app, step away from the chaos, and retreat into the dark room where you can hone your craft and strengthen your mind. Everybody wants success. Everybody dreams of achieving their destiny, of seeing their goals manifest, of reaching fulfillment. Everyone wants to level up their relationships, their careers, their finances, their quality of life. But here's the truth. Nobody wants to remove the distractions. Nobody wants to take the time to disappear for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and dedicate themselves to self-improvement. Imagine if you could shut out every distraction, silence the noise, disconnect from the world for just one season, and dedicate yourself fully to your growth. The reality is this: a person is rewarded in public for the work they do in private. Can you disconnect for just a little while to focus on what truly matters? Can you take a step back and ask yourself the important questions? Why am I here? What is my purpose? What is my destiny? The reason you haven't seen your dreams materialize yet, the reason frustration has taken hold of you, is because you haven't yet been willing to let go of everything that's holding you back. You haven't been willing to truly commit to the work that needs to be done behind closed doors. Yes, you can talk about your goals, you can plan them out, you can write them down in journals, you can attend conferences and listen to motivational speeches, you can study the blueprints of success. But at some point, you have to stop talking and start executing. You have to retreat into the process, put in the work when nobody is watching, and then reemerge to shock the world. I am speaking to that man, that woman, that young boy, that young girl who feels the fire inside them. It's time. It's time for you to shake things up, to make your mark, to do what you were destined to do. You might have to sleep in your car. You might have to go without food. You might have to move from couch to couch, making sacrifices that no one in your family has ever made before. But can you endure it? Can you remain steadfast when nobody is clapping for you, when nobody sees the effort you're putting in, when nobody understands the depth of your passion? Don't stop. Keep pushing. You are so close. The process you go through in that dark room is what molds you, what shapes you, what prepares you for the greatness that awaits you. It's time to be real with yourself. It's time to strip away the excuses, to stare at yourself in the mirror and recognize that this version of you will not be enough to carry you to the next level. You've been this person for too long. If you don't change, if you don't take action, you will find yourself stuck, empty, unfulfilled. The greatest works of art, the most transformational photographs, the most iconic portraits, they were all developed in the dark room. We celebrate the athletes, the thinkers, the innovators, the actors, the leaders. We idolize them. We follow their success stories. We treat them as heroes. But what you don't see is the struggle, the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the moments of doubt they endured behind the scenes to get to where they are now. You weren't there to witness the blood, the sweat, the tears, the prayers, the failures, and the relentless determination that led to their triumphs. One of the greatest tragedies in life is to live without knowing why. So I ask you, are you ready to claim your future? Are you ready to step into your purpose? Are you prepared to walk in discipline, in determination, and in devotion? The question is, are you willing to disappear for a season? Are you willing to cut out every distraction? Can you commit to locking yourself in the library, in the gym, in the boardroom, in your books, in your workspace, and focus on nothing but your mission? Can you remove yourself from the spotlight for now, do the work in secret, and prepare for your moment to shine? We crave recognition, we want to be seen, but we lack the patience to build in the shadows. Stop announcing your plans to the world. Stop telling people what you are going to do. Follow the wisdom of Steve Jobs. We don't talk about future products. We work on them in secret, and then we release them to the world. Your mind, your heart, your energy, these are valuable resources. You have only so much space, only so much bandwidth, only so much capacity. And the more you allow distractions, negativity, and meaningless noise to occupy your thoughts, the less energy you will have to fulfill your purpose. Every thought, every meditation, every moment of your time must be spent wisely. You need to evaluate everything and everyone in your life. It's time to take inventory and ask the hard question, is this worth my time? If the answer is no, it's time to unplug. It's time to detach. It's time to refocus. I wonder if there's anyone listening right now who has reached their breaking point, who is ready to eliminate every distraction, who is willing to delete the apps, cut out the noise, and walk away from anything that is pulling them away from their destiny. Every unhealthy habit, every toxic relationship, every thought pattern that weakens your devotion and dilutes your determination, it all has to go. After hearing this message, after receiving this truth, after writing it down, after speaking it aloud, it's time to take action. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. Stop telling people what you're about to do. Stop announcing your every move. Disappear. Work in silence. Let your results speak for themselves. Don't let bitterness, frustration, or impatience throw you off course. Stay faithful. Keep grinding in the shadows. Promotion is coming. Opportunities are being prepared for you. As you sacrifice in secret, as you commit to the darkroom, as you do the work when nobody is looking, you are preparing to step into the life you've always envisioned. When no one is clapping for you, when no one validates you, when no one understands your grind, keep building in the dark, because when the time is right, you will step into the light and the world will be forced to take notice.